Yes, no, sorry, I don't know you. Bye. Hey, hello, sorry. I was receiving a call by a person I don't know, but anyway, I had to answer. Hello, good afternoon. My name is Marcos Daniel Cortijo Mendoza. It's a pleasure to be here. Hello to everyone. Well, in this session, I'm going to talk about something fundamental. Fundamental to me, fundamental to you, and to you too. And also for the government, for the companies, for everyone. What is that about? That is about the three pillars of cybersecurity. Does any of you know what are the three pillars of cybersecurity? Could you please raise your hand? Yes, hey, I see one hand there. Oh, I also see one hand there. Perfect. So some of you, know what are the three pillars of cybersecurity? But I also see a few people here that's not a know. So no worries. I'm going to explain them and will be very engaging so you can be informed about this information and about these three pillars. Those are the confidentiality, the availability, and the integrity, as you can see here. Okay? So let's start talking about the confidentiality. As a moment ago, as you saw, I received a call by a person I didn't know. So my question is how this person knew my number, my personal cell phone number. I never provided that person my cell phone number. So confidentiality, as the word says, is to keep that information confidential. I mean, the personal information, another information we consider is at risk. So, let's imagine one thing. You have your bank account. Here, for example, I have my bank card. Okay? So this information, this bank card is only for me, not for you. But let's imagine any other person will have my bank card information. Oh no, that is very risky. Why? Because that person will go to any ATM and retire all my money, have all my money could be stolen. Oh no. So this information is very sensitive, and I only need this information for me. Okay, so confidentiality ensures that only authorized individuals have access to sensitive information. This is why we have encryption, authentication systems, and access controls too. Let's think about another example. Here, I have my cell phone is here. I also have WhatsApp. If you realize in your WhatsApp, our messages you saw, why those are private? Why they have end-to-end encryption? Because in that way, WhatsApp ensures that information can only be read by the receiver and by the sender. So, we understood confidentiality, right? Perfect, that is very interesting. But now, let's go to the other key pillar, and that is availability. Availability. The word is available. Are you available? For example, are you available when I receive a call? Are you available to give a conference now? So I have to be available. I have to have some time to give this conference, for example. So availability, what is it? Means that systems and information are accessible whenever we need. Whenever we need. For example, I want this sensitive information because we already know what is confidentiality. I want this sensitive information now. Not for tomorrow, not for yesterday. Now. So, I must ensure that my information be available for me right now. Let's put a quick example. If I go to a web page, I don't know. Right now we are at Cortijo University, for example. I Google www.cortijuniversity.com. And the page doesn't load. And I want to enroll. I want to put my money to enroll my son or myself. So if the page is not available, unfortunately the business will lose the money of the father of my money because I wanted to enroll. Do you understand? The web page, for example, had a DDoS attack. So there's many of you are asking right now, I know, because I'm looking at your faces. So there are any controls to ensure availability? Yes, of course, same as confidentiality. There are controls. What are those controls? For example, load balancing, disaster recovery plan, and so on. So it's very interesting to know this type of plans. Okay, we have our information confidential, only read by me. and it is available when I need them. But the last key pillar, is the information correct? Is the information, all the information I pretended to read, to have, to possess is correct? So that is the last key pillar that is called integrity. Don't forget, confidentiality, C, A, availability, and I, integrity. The C, A, I. Okay, so integrity, what does it mean? That information was not altered in an authorized way. Imagine, you go to the hospital, you look for that information for a patient, or my information, or my daughter, or my son. So the information is not the correct one. It's not the one I was expected. And unfortunately, a relative was surgery, or when they realized, the doctor's surgery, that he or she didn't need. Oh my God, that is terrible. So why? Because the last night, a hacker went in the hospital systems and modified the information. That is terrible. So we need to ensure also how there are controls to ensure integrity. Yes, of course. For example, when you download someone in a web page, there is a checksum or a verification code. This ensures that information has or was not altered, was not tampered. So now, people, ladies and gentlemen, we know the three pillars of cybersecurity. As you can see, these three pillars are crucial. If one fails, the entire system is at risk. Keep that in mind, please. But let me ask you a question. What if I told you that technology is evolving, and new technologies are appearing, like artificial intelligence, machine learning systems, and so on, and that these new technologies can be applied to ensure these three pillars, the confidentiality, integrity, and availability, at companies and governments? So that is very interesting, right? I see your face, I see you are smiling. Perfect. So do you want to know how these new technologies can be applied to these three cybersecurity pillars? Join to my next session. To my next session, I will explain how these new technologies can be engaged with the three cybersecurity pillars. Well, that's all for now. Thank you. Bye.